guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is all about block printing 2 or more colors as part of your design. Using more color in your prints creates a more visually interesting result. I have chosen to print 3 color prints today. I will start by carving my third block for this idea and then mix some new paint colors. I want to try out 2 different colorway options for this idea to see which I prefer. If you haven't already, check out my videos on how to block print on fabric at home. Those will get you started from scratch if you've never tried this before. I'll leave the links in the description below. I have chosen to use the block that I designed for my first block printing videos. I also have a solid circle to go with that, and I will be carving some leaves and a stem as well to create a 3-part flower. I want the leaves and stem to be the right proportion to my flower, so I have sketched them here to see which I prefer. I have chosen the bigger of the leaves and transferred this to my lino block. I'm going to carve this block now. These 3 blocks will be registered or aligned when printing. They'll end up being a whole image in the end, not a free single image that I have printed in the past. I have decided not to mount this block onto plexiglass because of the registration of the stem to the flower. I am mixing 3 new colors that I want to print with today. If you choose to do this, you want to remember to mix enough of each color for the size of fabric that you are planning to print. Mixing it exactly the same the second time round can be tricky. I have used a piece of paper to dab a little bit of each color that I'm mixing just to see that I like it as I go along. You can also use a scrap of fabric if you like. Mixing paint and color is one of my favorite tasks. I find the practice very calming and relaxing. So now I've mixed a new purple, a deepish pink, and a green that I'm happy with. Now it's time to set up my printing station and try out these new colors. I specifically want to make sure that I'm happy with the green I've mixed and how it works with the purple and the pink. going to print one color per block at a time, and cleanup will happen in between all of this where necessary. Each color will dry before we print on top of the first color to avoid the wet paint mixing and creating a muddy outcome. I am so over the moon with my colors, so I'm going to start printing my final prints. As always, I have pre-washed, dried and ironed my fabric. I will be printing a straight repeat pattern today. Here you can see me making reference marks on the very edge of my fabric with a pencil. To do this, I measured the height of the blocks in the formation that they will be when they are printed to work out the space I need to leave between each circle. So these two blocks together plus a little extra and then a marking, and again 2 blocks plus the little extra and a marking. I place the top of each circle as close to the line as I can get it, to the marks that I have on the right. When I print the left line of circles running down, I use the top of the first circle as a reference to line it up. I'm very happy with this piece. I'm going to quickly go and wash this purple block and the tools. Next is the pink. I have started with the same markings down the side of the fabric and used the same method of lining up the circles as I did with the purple. I will leave these to dry until they are dry to the touch before I move on. Now I'm going to quickly wash up. Time for the second color, which is the green leaves and stem. Getting the perfect registration is a little tricky, but it comes with practice. There are no measurements to be done here, like I did with the first color, because this placement is based on the color circle. I factored the stem in when I did those initial measurements. When I carved my block, I specifically carved to the edge of the top of the stem so that I could align it to the bottom of the flower easily. You can see I was a little off on the first one. I adjusted this and got a bit closer for the others. Overall, I'm pretty happy so far with the colors together and the placement. I'm happy that my circles are ready for the final color on both pieces. I found it pretty easy to register the wheel shape over the color circle, as I can see through a small gap of the plexiglass. They are not perfect in every print, but I'm happy with the outcome, and I love how block printing isn't perfect and that it adds character to the final product. I'm really pleased with these results, so I'm going to hang them up to dry before heat setting them. I hope you enjoyed today's video. As always, feel free to leave me any questions in the comment section below. In my next video, I'm going to go through how to set up more measured repeat patterns. I'm excited to show you this step because it adds more movement and more interest to your printed fabric. Thanks so much for watching.